Maxis Communications is aiming to further strengthen and defend its position in the Malaysian mobile service provider market by introducing a mobile phone which also acts as a mobile wallet known as FastTap. The convenience of Touch and Go and Maybank Card Visa PayWave credit card are embedded into one phone through a new technology enabling its users to go cashless, according to Maxis Senior Vice President and Head of Strategy and New Businesses, Dr. Nikolai Doberstein.
Yes, of course. I think we definitely look forward to extending that as an industry consortium to other banks, other payment providers, other telcos in future. Now, the pace of that to be seen.
How long do you expect?
I think we definitely will see that within the next 6 to 12 months.
Speaking to the Edge TV after a media briefing, Doberstein says the technology known as Near Field Communication or NFC is currently only available on the Nokia 6212 Classic. The technology has been incorporated under collaboration with Nokia, Maybank, Touch and Go and Visa. Maxis is the developer of the technology. Maxis FastTap will deduct payment either from a user's Touch and Go or Maybank credit card limit when they touch a mobile phone embedded with the technology onto a contactless payment reader to make a purchase of not more than 150 ringgit. Current participating merchants are Plus Highway, O'Brien, Watsons, Nando's, Pizza Hut and Jasco with a total of 1,800 Visa PayWave locations and 3,000 Touch and Go points around the country. He says Malaysia is the first country in the world to roll out the technology commercially, similar to what is being widely used in Japan and South Korea, but not entirely the same.
Yeah, the technology in Japan and Korea is similar in nature, but it's a proprietary standard. Whereas NFC is an industry standard at global level. So the beauty of NFC is that we will be able to extend that to other countries going forward. At the moment, the schemes are still country-specific, but in future, when you go from Malaysia to Singapore, and we have arrangement with the payment providers over there, then you can extend it. Whereas you cannot do that from Japan and Korea. It's also an RFID-based technology, but it's proprietary.
He adds that the take-up rate of the new technology would very much depend on the number of phone models offering the technology.
I think it also depends now what kind of additional devices will come out. Nokia announced that there will be an additional device in Q3. We heard from other phone manufacturers there might be additional NFC phones coming out. Because consumers will want to have choice. Because if you just restrict to one phone, you might or might not like it. So it's hard for me to predict how big the take-up will be. I think we are clearly convinced that the service is fantastic and consumers like it. Some of you probably tried it out. It's really easy to use. You don't have to think. You don't have to worry about security. So it's a wonderful customer experience. Now it's more getting into more devices.
Do you think like others? However, security-wise, the technology does have its drawbacks because if a user loses the phone, he or she must make separate reports to Touch and Go and or Maybank and Maxis because there is no all-in-one center for the technology. Doberstein also says other service providers which are thinking of offering a similar product may leverage on what Maxis has already set up and adds that it is also open to partnership with other banks, payment brands and mobile phone brands to join.